CrossFitters, today we're going to talk about cherry picking, and you're right, you can't do it. That's the whole point. And I think what we have to look at is why do you show up on days when you look at the WOD, I know you're sitting there at night, you look at it, and you're like saying, oh my goodness, I can't do that. You're right. And the way we improve is we have to do things that we're not used to. You have to put yourself and expose yourself to things you might even be scared of. But the idea here is we always program for the most elite. And so there's gonna be tons of things that you can't do. We might program a backflip, and I can't even do a backflip. So we're always looking at the most elite. We want to grow to their level. Everyone else scales and modifies workouts to their level of fitness with the intention of a little bit extra to push themselves past the limit that they might have had. And what we're looking at is you don't reach for the easy ones. You know, if you're looking at it and you're saying, okay, I know that I can do this, I'll show up on that day. Or I really like doing squat cleans. But that's not what you want to show up for all the time. Do those WODs. That's your strength. Build your fitness around your strength, but you have to work your weaknesses. One of the things that we always talk about here, and a friend of mine just said it today, CrossFit does not lie. And you have to let CrossFit tell you the truth about where you're at, and that's gonna be on days when it's things that you just can't do. So you're right, you can't do it right now. That's the stipulation. Right now, you can't do it, but you will, and you can, and you must show up on those days. You don't get better by doing only what you know you can do. And one of my favorite quotes from a cartoon, I have a little kid, and so we watch Kung Fu Panda, and Master Shifu says, to quote him, if you only do what you can do, you'll never be more than you are now. And I wholeheartedly believe that. We have to fail. Something we do around here, and I would encourage everywhere you are, if people aren't celebrating when you fail and embarrass yourself because you couldn't do something, that is not a good environment to be in. We want to be failing. We want to celebrate those failures. We want to see ourselves pushing ourselves to the limits that put us in the ground and say, man, I have to get better. I must get better. And that's what we're encouraging. Don't cherry pick just because it's easy days and you want to do those. You got to do the hard days, do the ones that frustrate you, make you lose your mind, pull your hair out, cry, all those things. It's always to constant improvement, and we would encourage that. So don't cherry pick.